Arun sir, good evening, sir.
Sir, good evening. Shall we
Sorry,
start?
sir. Actually,
No
yeah,
problem.
so I
No
faced
problem.
some network issue. Yes, sir.
Okay. இப்போ
Yes, sir.
ஆரம்பிச்சிடலாமாங்க
Yes,
சார்?
yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Well. Good evening to everyone. It's my pleasure to invite you all for the 58th webinar in series of Engineers Talk being organized by IEI Salem Local Center in commemoration of its 30th anniversary celebrations. And I would like to invite the chairman, IEI Salem Local Center, to welcome everyone. Please, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Respected today's chief guest, Dr. S. Batma ma'am, our beloved honorary secretary, Dr. C. Domani ma'am, Dr. R. Satish Kumar sir, Dr. Armugam sir, our sponsor NART Renewable Energy Private Limited Salem, esteemed members of IEI Salem Local Center, partnering institutions, organizing team, participant students, Mr. Thiago and friends. A warm welcome to each one of you on this enlightening occasion, the special lecture session of Engineers Energy Conservation Week organized by the Institution of Engineers India, Salem Local Center. Our organizing team led by Dr. R. Satish Kumar sir, Dr. A. Kumarvel sir, Engineer Balasubramaniam sir, Engineer Revati ma'am, and Engineer Arungam sir has diligently curated a series of events for this week, from poster presentation to drawing competitions and energy workshops. Each event is designed to inspire and educate. Today, we were honored to have Dr. S. Batma ma'am as our chief guest. Head professor and head of Sona College of Technology. Also, ma'am again guided more number of projects for our IEI technicians. I extend my heartfelt thanks to ma'am for graciously accepted our invitation and offering her valuable insights to our members today. I would also like to acknowledge the invaluable contribution of our partnering institutions, Sona College of Technology, Sengundar Engineering College, Mahendra Engineering College, K.S. Rangasamy College of Technology, Tyagaraja Polytechnic. So your collaborations has added depth and diversity to all our initiatives. I extend our appreciation to our sponsor, NART Renewable Energy Private Limited Salem, for their generous support. Their commitment to renewable energy resonates with our mission of promoting sustainable practices is again excellent. As we delve into the topic of energy audit, let us observe the knowledge shared today and apply it to our collective effort in building a more energy efficient and sustainable future. I encourage all the participants to actively engage in these events, share your thoughts, and contribute to the cause of energy conservation. Let's make this week a collaborative effort, fostering awareness and action towards a sustainable future. Thank you for being a part of this. Yeah, stepping greener tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you all for joining. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the chief guest and keynote speaker, Dr. A.S. Badma, Professor and Head, Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Sona College of Technology, Salem. Holding with a master's degree in Power Systems Engineering and an MBA in Marketing, Dr. Badma brings a unique interdisciplinary perspective to her work. Holding a PhD in Flexible AC Transmission Systems from Anna University, Chennai, she has been actively involved in the field of education and research for over 2 decades. Her research interests encompass flexible AC transmission systems, high voltage engineering, intelligent controllers, and energy conservation and auditing. As a committed professional, she has contributed significantly to the academic community, serving as an editorial board member for the International Journal of Power Systems and Energy Management and a reviewer for the International Journal IET Power Electronics. Dr. Badma is a member of prestigious professional bodies, including IEEE, Institution of Electrical and Electronics Engineer, ISGE, Indian Society of Technical Education, and IEI, Institution of Engineers, India. Her extensive work experience includes roles as a professor, lecturer, and apprentice trainee at various institutions for over nearly 2 decades, showcasing her dedication to fostering knowledge and innovation in the field of electrical and electronics engineering. In short, she is a distinguished academician with a rich and diverse background. And with these words of introduction, I would like to invite Dr. S. Padma for delivering lecture on energy audit. Over to Dr. S. Padma, ma'am. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, sir, for the nice introduction, and thank you for the opportunity given to me. So it's my pleasure to give a lecture on energy audit. So for the past 10 years, we are doing energy audit as consultancy services from Sona College of Technology. So initially, my presentation will be about energy and being energy auditor. And I wish to inform about the Sustainable Development Goals, SDG 7, which is exclusively for the energy side. And then few of the terminologies like energy, what are all the present scenario in the nationwide installed capacity, and what is the contribution of renewable energy sources, and how we are conducting audits, and what is the procedure which we have to adopt in doing energy audit, whether it is industry or institution or any offices or even at home, we can do energy audit, and we can conserve energy. Being energy conservation, this energy audit is mainly done for conserving energy. So if you conserve 1 unit of energy, it means 3 units of generation we are saving. So that is the main objective, and we don't want to waste any of the energy, which is a precious one. And for any economic development of any of the country, this energy is the major input, and the consumption of energy is increasing at a fast but in another 25 years, it may go up to 18% in a fastest pace. If it is increasing, it may go up to 18% of increase may be available in 2050. And also, since we are moving out of fossil fuels, and we should reduce carbon emission, and many of the energy sources are projected in the low carbon sector, that is renewable energy side, and it will account for around 65% to 80% of the global power because of the urbanization and new projects. With all those things, this energy sector assumes a major importance, and we should see the energy is utilized in a proper way, and there is no wastage of energy being energy conservation week. We should all take oath for conserving energy, and even from our home we should start, and it should go everywhere wherever we are available. So previous slide, SDG goal 7. So the goal 7 is to ensure that everyone has access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy. So there are 4 terms given in this goal. Whatever the energy we are getting, it should be an affordable energy, affordable price. It should be delivered to the consumers, and energy should be a reliable one, and sustainable and also modern energy usage should be available. So these are all the 4 points which includes in affordable and clean energy. And the main objective is to attain energy security and efficiency by increasing sustainable per capita energy consumption, while also ensuring a reduction in emissions and pollution as per global and national targets. Next, please. So in that way, this SDG is given by UN, and we have fixed few targets in India. And as of now, the India's target, whatever achieved is, so the first one, whatever I've told us, access to energy. Almost each and every village, every household has got power. That is the first thing which we have achieved. And coming to the cooking oil, cooking fuel, around 96.35% of households have LPG or PNG. And renewable energy. So India's target is 40% of its installed capacity or consumption should be from renewable energy by 2030. But we are far ahead, and we have already achieved this target. And the emission intensity is we should reduce India's emission intensity as a share of its GDP by 33 to 35% by 2030 compared to 2005 levels. And I wish to give just a glimpse of, next slide, please. A glimpse of present energy scenario, energy level. Next slide, please. Sir, next slide, please. So this is the present generation capacity, installed capacity in the nationwide. So we have almost 456.757 gigawatts of installed capacity through central, state, and private sectors. Next slide. And we all know initially we had the fossil fuel generations and non-fossil fuel generation. This non-fossil fuel generation includes hydro, renewable energy sources like wind, solar, biomass, waste to energy, all the small hydro power plants, and the nuclear also comes under the category of non-fossil fuels. And so you can see that at the last column. So from fossil fuels, the generation is 53.2%, and from non-fossil fuels, it is 46.8%. And the total installed capacity, as I mentioned in the previous slide, it is 456 gigawatts. And so coming to next slide, please. Coming to the renewable energy alone, wind, solar, small hydro, biomass, etc. As of November 2024, so the installed capacity has reached almost 158.55 gigawatts. So which is the number which has been given in the previous slide. So from various renewable energy sources, totally we have almost 158.55 gigawatts of renewable installation as of last month. So all these data are available in Ministry of Power, so from which I have taken. Next slide, please. So the next is, before going to the audit, we should know what is energy management, and then we should go for energy audit. So energy management is nothing but, so the effective, judicious and effective use of energy to maximize profit. So whenever we tell about maximize profit, it should be at minimal cost and enhance the competitive positions. And the objectives are to achieve and maintain optimum energy procurement and utilization throughout the organization, to minimize the energy cost and waste without affecting production. Whenever we go for energy management and energy auditing, whatever the improvements we are doing to minimize the energy cost, it should not affect the production and quality of the products. And also, we should see that the environmental effects are minimized. Next slide, please. So the energy audit, so it is the main key to a systematic approach to decision making in the area of energy management. And it attempts to balance the total energy. We should see what are all the energy input and how it is streamlined in any company. And so as a definition, we can say that the verification, monitoring, and analysis of the use of energy, including submission of technical report containing recommendations for improving energy efficiency with the cost benefit analysis and an action plan to reduce the energy consumption. So in energy auditing, so all these individual words are considered, and finally we should have a report of our monitoring and analysis and the recommendations, everything to be included in the energy audit. Each and every word should be taken care in energy audit. And why do we go for energy audit? What is the need for energy audit? So next slide, please. So in any industry, so the main operating expenses are mainly the energy, both the electrical and the thermal energy, and the cost of labor and the cost of raw materials or materials, whatever equipment installation, whatever we do, all these are the operating expenses in any industry. And so when we see the cost savings in all the above, so the energy would be the invariably top ranking thing. And the energy audit helps to understand more about the ways of energy and fuel that are used in any industry, and help in identifying the areas where waste can occur and where there is scope for improvement. So all these things, for doing all these things, we need energy audit. Next. So when we do an energy audit, it will give a positive orientation to the cost reduction, energy cost reduction. And also when we do an energy audit, we are monitoring and we are verifying and we are analyzing. So in that sense, we can smell whichever the equipment or process is malfunctioning, and we can go for preventing maintenance and some of the quality control programs. All these things will be taken into care. And these are all the vital thing for any production and utility activities. And but the main thing is we have to reduce energy consumption per unit of product output. But it should not affect the quality, as I have mentioned already. And this provides a benchmark for managing energy in the organization, and also provides the basis for any of the previous slide, please. Basis for planning a more effective use of energy throughout the organization. And when we do energy audit, there are tangible and intangible benefits. So tangible benefits, normally this energy audit is mainly done to reduce the energy consumption, and better quality control we can have in all the products. And the raw materials savings may also be expected, and equipment life will be taken care, and the carbon emission is taken care. So all these are definitely the benefits of energy audit. And other than that, when we do energy audit, maybe indirectly we may get some high insights on plant expansion, energy efficient equipment purchase, or alternate fuel or energy source options, identification and feasible recommendations for critical issues. All these things. Next slide. Next slide. So all these may be intangible benefits. And how do we do an energy audit? So it depends on mainly the customer side. And also mainly depends on function and type of the industry, and how depth we want to do the energy audit, and potential and magnitude of cost reduction desired. So each and every company may have some expectation. They may go for renewable energy or purchase of energy efficient equipment, and they may have a thought of reducing energy bill. So in that angle, they may approach us, and based on that, the energy auditor has to give the report. And accordingly, the energy audit may be categorized into the preliminary audit, targeted audit, and detailed audit. So the preliminary audit, what we do is just, it is like a walkthrough audit. So in walkthrough, just in a day or in 1 hour, or depending upon the company size, it is a simple audit. So just a walkthrough audit by seeing the facility available, and we could identify few of the system which could be which should be replaced, or which should be modernized. All those things we can give some suggestions. Such a small audit we call as preliminary audit. And the next is target audit. And in targeted audit, few of the companies, they may expect for a particular area, they may require audit. So they may have problem in compressed air system, or they may have problem in boiler system. So the people, those who are working in that particular area, they may be raising complaints regularly, and based on that, the management may think we should do an audit for this particular area, like boiler or some motors, or for some of the cooling systems, compressed air systems. So such are called as targeted audit. And the next one is detailed audit. So based on the preliminary audit report, the company may think that we should go for detailed audit. So the main basis for this detailed audit is the preliminary audit. So next slide, please. So mainly, whether we are going for any audit, we should collect the following data. So what are all the processes they are doing? What are all the equipment available? So what is the capacity utilization? And what are all the input materials or raw materials? What is the water consumption, fuel consumption, electrical energy consumption, and steam consumption? It depends upon the, so a few of the things may not be available in some of the industries, depending upon the industry. So few of the details listed should be collected. That is the first thing which we should do, whatever may be the audit. Next. Next slide. And in the detailed audit, we may again go for the energy consumption month-wise, year-wise, or what are all the material balance data. Material balance data in the sense, what is the amount of raw material input we are using, and what is the final end product which we are getting, and what is the wastages. That is called as material balance data. And energy cost and tariff data, process and material flow diagrams, and generation and distribution of site services, sources of energy supply. So whether it is self-generation or interconnected grid is available, if suppose there is solar, wind integration, whatever it is, all those things we should take care. And potential for fuel substitution or process modification, whether we can go, or we can go for any cogeneration systems. And what are all the energy management procedures and energy awareness training programs that we can give for the employees. All those things, we should see all those things in the detailed audit. And so the next slide. So the instruments used for the energy audit are like power meter, power analyzer, flue gas analyzer, pressure meters, anemometers, temperatures, thermographies, infrared thermometer, ultrasonic flow meter. All these things are mainly used for the energy audit, and few of the equipment we are also having. So I will give my whatever we have and whatever we have done, few of the case studies I will give at the end. And so coming to the preliminary audit, I have told 3 types of audit. So the preliminary energy audit is a quick exercise to establish energy consumption in the organization. And so by seeing that, we can estimate whether there is any scope for saving. If suppose there is scope for savings, we should go for detailed audit, and we should identify the most likely and easiest areas of attention, and which are all the things we should be taken care immediately, which can give cost savings, and we should have a benchmarking. And so we should identify whether they require any detailed audit. All those things uh, we can give in preliminary energy audit. And in the targeted audit, as I have told already, it is based upon the outcome of the preliminary audit results. But so in the preliminary audit report, if suppose we are giving in air handling unit, there are some problems, we should do an audit for air handling unit. In such cases, the company may require that targeted audit. And so they provide data and detailed analysis on that specified projects or a targeted project. And so they involve detailed surveys of the particular area which the company require. And so we should calculate all the costs involved, energy flows, all those things will be done, and we can give the report. And a detailed audit, next slide, please. So it is a comprehensive audit, and it provides the energy project implementation plan for a facility, since it evaluates all major energy using systems. And this audit is most accurate estimate of energy saving and cost, and it considers the interactive effects of all projects, accounts for the energy use of all major equipment, and include detailed energy cost saving calculations and project cost. And at the end of my slides, after some few slides, I have given how it is done. So energy cost saving calculations, all those things I have given. So in detailed audit, we are having 3 phases. One is the pre-audit phase. The next one is audit phase. And after audit phase, we should check whatever the recommendations we have given, if they have implemented, whether it has worked out properly. That is post-audit phase. So in detailed audit, we have 3 subdivisions. One is pre-audit phase, the second one is audit phase, and the third one is post-audit phase. In pre-audit phase, so it is like a walkthrough audit. So we can talk with the energy manager and production plant manager available in the company, or even we can talk to the employees, lower level employees, those who are available in the plant, those who are in the process line, and we can get few information about the process. And we can also have introductory meeting with all the divisional heads and persons, and we can get so all these things will help in the cooperation and rapport, and whatever the questions we ask, they will be ready to answer. We have seen few of the industries where we will not get any of the information from them. So in such cases, such introductory meeting and creating a close relationship between the employees and auditors are possible. And so step 3 is primary data gathering, process flow diagram, and energy utility diagram. And this will be done in all the detailed energy audits. So once, if suppose we are going for any IT industry, so how many computers, what is the whether it is HT or LT, and from HT line, how many panels are available, and how the energy flow is going. So all those things will be what is the process going on, what are all the equipment available. So one panel may be allotted for the compressed air unit, one panel may be given for computer systems, or one panel may be given for lighting and fan, etc. And so like that, so the entire energy flow diagram, especially the electrical flow diagram, so we will see. And other than that, if suppose we are going for any cement industry or steel industry, what is the process available there, how the process is going on, all those things should be collected and it should be known to the auditor, so that he can give proper recommendations. And then so we should conduct survey and monitoring. So how many electrical equipment or mechanical equipment are available, how it works. If suppose there are lightings available, how many lightings are there, how many fans are available, how many motors are used, all those things we should have a survey report, and so based on that we should do. And so we can go for, based on the above details, we should go for 24 hours of power monitoring using the equipment like a load manager or power analyzer, like that. So we can do the testing, monitoring, and we can, after doing all those things, we should go for energy and material balance and energy loss, waste analysis, everything should be calculated. And whether there are any ideas which are available for energy conservation opportunities. And if there is energy conservation opportunities are available, we should think of cost benefit analysis. If suppose we are going for that energy conservation measure, whether it is beneficial cost wise, economically, is it feasible, what is the payback period, all those things we should consider. And with cost benefit analysis, we should write a report and it should be submitted to the top management. And once we present it to the management, so they should start implementing. And after their implementation, again we have to do the audit and we should check whether the whatever the recommendations we have given, that is taken care, and whether we have got the proper energy savings, we have got all those things, we should do it in post audit. Next slide, please. So in three approaches, we should think the energy conservation measures, like capacity utilization. So whether in any of the process, we can do any fine tuning, or we can go for technology upgradation of any of the equipment. All these three areas we should focus for giving the energy conservation report. Next slide. So based on that, so in those three aspects, we will be having some equipment purchase, or any of the civil works may be done, or we should go for some investment in instrumentation or auxiliaries, whatever this. The first column gives the investment of the energy conservation measure. And if we go for such investments, what is the annual operating cost and what is the annual savings, all those things should be calculated. So after calculating that, we should check for the payback period. And based on the payback period, we can check whether if the investment is low and the returns are high. So it can be categorized into three. The first one is if the investment is low and the returns are high, medium cost investment and medium return, and high cost investment and high return. So we should categorize everything in these three categories. And next slide, please. So based on the above, we are giving the project priority guideline. So we should see the economic feasibility, we should see the technical feasibility, and we should see also the risk feasibility. And based on that, we are giving four categories: A, B, C, and D. So we should think of A and B, which can be adopted in their system. Next slide. So this is this is the tabulation which we will be working out. So what is the recommendation, whether we are purchasing an equipment? So that will be in the first column. What is the annual energy savings, and what is the annual cost saving, and what is the investment done, and what is the simple payback period. So this is the last summary of energy saving recommendation. Next slide, please. So few of the things, sir, is the time, can we extend for 10 more minutes?
Please extend, ma'am. No problem, ma'am.
Okay. So again, we are classifying based on the previous cost analysis data. We can classify it into no investment and low investment and high investment, and we can give the priority. And as usual, in all the things, whether it is energy or whatever it is, we are doing the planning steps, PDCA, and every industry should have an energy cell. And in energy cell, the factory manager should be a head, and under the factory manager, energy manager, manager utilities and maintenance, production manager, finance manager, all those people should be part of the energy cell, and they should regularly monitor the energy saving and cost benefit analysis, all those things. They should have an internal team, and they should discuss, and they should see for energy conservation measures. Next slide. Next. 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 Next slide. So, SONA Energy Audit and Conservation team is available, and headed by myself, and my team members are Karthikeyan, Dr. Panneerselvam, and Dr. Kalaivanan. So we four are involved in doing energy audit, and these are all the main equipment available at SONA. Other than that, we do have some more equipment. So depending upon the site, we take the corresponding equipment. These are the major equipment I have highlighted. Other than that, we have some more equipment. And we have done, next slide, we have done energy audit in railways, Indian Railways, solar power plants in Karnataka, textile mills at Salem, rice mills, mining industries, IT industries, hospitals, office buildings, hotels, commercial buildings, jewelry shops, educational institutions, theme parks, steel industries, and all those areas we have done energy audit. So these are all our clients. Next slide, please. These are the few pictures where they have done energy audit. Next slide, please. Next slide. Ma'am, before to that. Previous slide, ma'am. I think it is missing. Next slide, ma'am. Next. So we have done an energy audit in an IT industry. So category A, category B, and category C we have given. And in category A, so the most urgent, where immediate actions are needed to be executed, and B may be completed within 1 or 2 months, and C may be completely based on the availability of funds. So likewise, we have categorized, and we have given report in IT industries. And in one of the theme parks, we have done preliminary audit, and just by seeing their entire, so they have exclusively asked for electrical audit, and we have seen their setup, and based on that, we have given around 30 recommendations. And by clearing all those 30 recommendations, they have seen some improvement in their energy bills. And based on that, we have done detailed audit also. Next slide, ma'am. Next slide, please. So I have already told the energy flow diagram exclusively for electrical thing. So in one of the IT companies, so their what is their powerhouse, and they have renewable energy, 100 kilowatts of renewable energy source also, and everything it is integrated, and they have 4 studios. That flow diagram we will be initially just by seeing their energy flow diagram, we'll be doing it, and based on that we will do individually for each studio. We will be doing the energy audit. And once we go for energy audit, normally we ask for energy bills and what is their consumption of energy and what is the bill they're paying for utility. That data we will collect and we will do it. And you can see in this month-wise peak hour and off-peak hour energy consumption, you could see in August 2023, their off-peak power consumption is very high compared to other months. So in such cases, we will sit and discuss with their team. And here we have identified that their renewable energy source, they have kept it off due to some problems. And during that month, you can see the off-peak hour consumption is very high. So such things, whenever we get, even though we get data, and to get clear idea about it, we should discuss with the staff of the corresponding company. And we have thermography and next slide. So with thermography, we have done for all their panels, we have done the heat analysis, and we could see in the first one, which is, you can see in one of the R phase, so more heat is generated, and so that has to be taken care. So first slide is it shows the temperature indication, and the second photo is the original photo. And you could see the second R phase in the second panel. It is in healthy condition. Next slide, ma'am. Next slide, please. So in one of the panels, hotspots are identified. Previous slide, ma'am. Previous one. So hotspots are identified in 2 of their phases. And so here also the second and third also, we could see there are problems in Y phase and R phase. So by color identification, the temperature measurement will also be available at those places. We will note down the temperature, and based on the temperature and the hotspots, we will give the corresponding recommendation observation. Next slide, please. So this is the harmonic data from power analyzer. And we could see the second waveform, and also the first waveform gives the harmonics, and we could see the current harmonics is 15%, whereas the recommended is it should be less than 7%. And for such cases, we will give recommendations for going for filters. So these are all the few highlights of our reports, how we give reports to them. Next slide, please. So thank you for the opportunity given. So if there is any query session, queries you can ask for us. Sir, can we close?
Arumugam, sir?
Ma'am, close பண்ணிக்கலாமா ma'am?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. There is no doubt, is it?
I think so,
well,
sir.
Okay, ma'am. Well then. Thank you then. And thank you very much, ma'am, for your wonderful presentation on energy audit. Nice to hear it from you. Now, I would like to invite
you,
the
sir.
Honorable Secretary, IEI Salem Local Center, to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, sir. Most respected our today chief guest and keynote speaker Dr. S. Batma Madam, beloved Chairman Dr. K. Tangaraj sir, respected member Dr. Satish Kumar sir, Arumugam sir, Thiagu, respected committee members, council members, students from various organizations. Good evening to all. It's my privilege to honor and propose the vote of thanks in this great occasion. IEA Salem Local Center Energy Conservation Week celebration, sponsored by NIRT Renewable Energy Private Limited. Today topic is energy audit. On behalf of IE Salem Local Center, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our guest and keynote speaker, Dr. S. Batma Madam. Madam is certified energy auditor, professor and head of EEE department, Sona College of Technology. Madam presented a topic on energy audit. On behalf of each and everyone, I extend my heartfelt thanks to our esteemed speaker for sharing their invaluable insights on energy auditing. Madam, your expertise has greatly enriched our understanding. Thank you, Madam. My sincere thanks to our beloved Chairman, Sir, Dr. K. Tangaraj. Sir leadership and dedication made this event a great success. I would like to extend my gratitude to our energy conservation team members, Dr. R. Satish Kumar Sir, Engineer D. Balasubramaniam Sir, Dr. A. Kumaravel Sir, Engineer Arumugam Sir, Engineer Revati Madam, for all your presence had added a extra spark in this event and made it event more special. My sincere thanks goes to Dr. R. Satish Kumar Sir, convener, Principal Secondary Engineering College, for his valuable guidance and presence. I convey my special
you,
thanks
madam.
to thank you, Madam. NIRT Renewable Energy Private Limited for sponsorship. I would like to thank Engineer Arumugam Sir coordination and support throughout the seminar. Thank you, sir. And I would like to express my appreciation to Mr. Thiago for his cordial support always. And I also wish to express my gratitude to all the engineers, fellow members, professors, students for their kind cooperation to make this event more fruitful. Once again, thanks to each and everyone. Thank you, Madam. Thanks to everyone.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thanks.
Thank you, madam.
Arun sir, thank you.
Madam. Thank you, Madam. Thank you, sir. Arumugam sir, thank you. Satish Kumar sir, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much. Thank you.